Infamous needed. But anyway, here we are in the draft. Instant ban for Newbee. They don't want to face this Magnus. Clearly, with the big RP that we have always talked about. The Alchemist, it's a very strong hero by K1.
Yep.
And also played by CCNC on the mid lane. So I think Newbee doesn't want to fight it. Beastmaster, if you open up with the Beastmaster, I think you already know the reason why. You think you're also opening up a Monkey King in your draft. The Hawk Vision, you do know where the Monkey King is. The Axis.
The wild axis pati.
It's the wild axis. You already know you can cut down trees that instantly. And Newbee, Enchantress, Infamous, Answers with the Mirana ban. These are heroes they don't just want to play against because it's their heroes that they play super well. Pilot Dai is a good Mirana player.
Well, tingin ko rin kasi yung Omni talaga yung yung sumakit sa sa Newbee. Kumbaga parang hindi sila makakuha ng successful pick-off dahil sa Purify and also with the GA. Na-cancel ka agad. Kumbaga parang okay lang kayo magkaroon kayo ng go ship, okay lang kayo tamahan kami. Isang taas ng kamay ko, isang Garden 250 lang, pasok agad. Walang kakawin lang yung kaming damage. Sustainability sa lahat ng team disabled kagad yung Infamous. So, tingin ko
Heavenly Grace too.
Heavenly
Grace
Grace
as well, yeah.
adding strength, tsaka HP, tsaka yung status assistance. Very important dito sa meta natin ngayon.
And Newbee instantly goes in for a Tidehunter. Well, I wouldn't blame. They really need this bigger initiation. This is gonna help them out all throughout the game. This Tidehunter is a pretty strong drafter. Pretty strong draft. You could play this as in offlane. You could even play this as a position 4, but. Pero nangyari kasi ngayon, Newbee chose this as the first pick. I'm pretty sure this is off lane. They don't want this to go in the hands of Infamous, and they also don't want to have this banned. Tidehunter is a hero that is really warranted for a ban.
Kaso ang daling i-counter pick kasi talaga ng kung
you just go for a Rubik.
Rubik lang, di ba? Abangan mo lang yung Ravage or pwede ka rin mag-Enigma. So, syempre hindi man ipapop ng Tidehunter yung Ravage niya hangga't hindi na Black Hole. So, parang psychohan lang din.
Psychohan lang.
Pero well, pwede rin siya maging mid lane. Nakakita ko talaga ako ng Tidehunter na mid lane dati because of his yung
Anchor Smash
niya
damage reduction, armor reduction, tapos
plus yung level 25 talent niya na plus 250 damage. No? So medyo masakit talaga. I've seen that one played by, I think, Miracle ata yun.
Mid one yata, if I'm not mistaken.
Secret mid one.
Yeah, mid one.
Na nag-carry Tidehunter siya, tapos sobrang sakit ng damage niya. Yung Anchor Smash niya, parang damage ni PA on the crit. So medyo masakit talaga, pero Infamous picking Wraith King dito tsaka Ancient Apparition.
Sumail. Uy, tumandang Sumail.
Diba? Kung si Yawar lalagyan mo ng bigote natin, Sumail na kaagad yan.
Sumail na yun.
Sumail na kaagad yan.
Tsaka, palitin mo konti.
Palitin mo konti.
Sumail na Sumail. Yung tawag ko nga kay Yawar yung alam mo yung Jojo na anime, yung Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Parang si Yawar, siya yung stand ni Sumail. Kung isipin mo, lalo na Sumail, may posing siya na he's a fighter. Yawar will appear at the back with an even fiercer. Parang siyang Itachi ni Sumail the brother from the different team that's, strong. Pero
sinong nanalo sa huli?
It was still Sumail.
But
for mid lanes, Yawar could beat Sumail before. I don't know now. Pero wow! Whoa! Newbee!
Tingin ko ito na yung yung packet na hinihintay nila.
CCNC Invoker or maybe Pylite has played in Secret before. This could be a position 4 Invoker too. Like what the App Store has been doing.
Quaswex Invo.
Yeah, Quaswex. With a Wraith King, why not?
Titingin ko, mas okay din kasi talaga. Kumaga parang, kasi
why would you...
mo pa yung rating na magkaroon ng talent niya na ganun. So, kumaga parang, kontrolin mo lang agad, go full disable Invoker.
Because the question right now is, if you're going for a mid lane Invoker, why go for a second pick Invoker? Maka-counter ka lang, nag-open ka na, you open with a Tidehunter and an Invoker, and that can open Infamous for a Rubik pick. It's easier. You could also go for a Silencer. Why not? But if you're going for both heroes as supports, medyo problema nga lang sa cooldown. Pero when it comes to team fights later in the game, if they could just drag the game longer, it would be good. Now, yung perfect combination for this one, because with the Tidehunter opening and an Invoker, if they're playing this as a support, to drag the games, you could always go for Ember Spirit. Hide behind the Fire Remnants, hide behind the Sleight of Fist. You could always drag that out the game, like what most heroes does. Like MSS by Newbee, if ayaw kunin ng Infamous yung Rubik, I think Newbee will take on Rubik.
So I think we will see either a Rubik ban or a Rubik pick for either of the teams.
It's either that, and I think I'm also envisioning Ember Spirit to be here. If Newbee will not pick Ember Spirit, I think it would be best for Infamous. Kasi mangyayari yun for game number 3, whoever drags the game the longest might win. Might, it not would ha, might, baka. Kasi I still think it still depends on execution. If they just mess up their Ember Spirit drag, it would be just one pick off and he's dead.
Or ang hirap din kasi talaga niya. Isipin mo, ang dami ng information na binabato mo para sa ano eh, sa Infamous eh. Kung parang meron ka ng pick ng Tidehunter, parang sige, kunin niyo na yung yung Tidehunter, yung Rubik, kasi okay na lahat. Parang pero tingin ko keso to. Tingin ko hindi ibibigay ito ng parang pwede rin kasing isipin ng Newbee na, or tingin ko yung iniisip ng Newbee rather is, okay, sige, alam na ng lahat na merong position 4 na Invoker, pwede nating i-pick ka agad tong Invoker para psycho head sila na isipin nila na position 4 to, but this will be the mid lane. So pwede rin nilang gawin yun. Pero ang risky doon is, ang dami talagang information, diamond data ang binabato sa Infamous, so the possible outdraft is still...
this is still a confusing draft. Opening
it is really.
Opening with 2 heroes that are pretty big with spells. I think that's not the way you want to go unless you have a strategy that you've been hiding already.
Yep.
I think that's the only case that Newbee is trying to go for. But Infamous, with the 3rd pick already, they do have the Wraith King. They answered it already. They are very comfortable with this hero. May Ancient Apparition sila ngayon, which is a solid position 4. I think Infamous will open a position 5 Rubik.
Yep.
Leshrac. They don't want to play this game. They want to play Leshrac.
Almost the same nung game 1. Yung when comes to that, yung nabago lang is yung Ancient Apparition. Okay lang din naman to.
This is a very fast push strategy for Infamous. Kahit na yung Leshrac napunta sa Newbee, Wraith King with the skeleton armies, the baby skeletons, it's easy to push in through.
Yeah.
With those baby skeletons.
Pati ang dami nilang stun.
Tsaka and also very painful sa clash to. Leshrac and the Ancient Apparition, once na mag-land itong Ice Blast plus that Pulse Nova, mabilis na malulusaw itong hero nun.
Yung damage, yung magical amplification ng Ancient Apparition, plus yung Ice Blast pa.
Yeah.
And also you have a lot of pick-up potential kasi isang Wraith Fire Blast lang, yung Cold Feet, that should be enough para mag-proc yung stun niya. And then maganda pa pang follow-up ng Split Earth. So,
but the Invoker though,
this
just means that you could go always for Quaswex, but they did choose already the Elder Titan, so I'm pretty sure this will be your position 4. I think this will be an instant mid lane Invoker. He could always go for a Quaswex build before he shifts into Exhort. That's always the clue.
Thompson build muna.
Yeah,
disable muna. Go for that EMP mana burn. Since heavy, yung Infamous drop is more of a heavy reliance sa mana. So, I think mid lane Quaswex Invoker is really effective here. Get that early levels. Kaso kapag mapupunta siya sa middle lane, so para mapupersa din yung Infamous na mag-react. Okay, wala yung Invoker, pupunta siya dito sa safe lane rather than Infamous, and then disable. So, medyo flexible din pa rin talaga siya. Parang okay pa rin siya as a position 4. Medyo mabagal nga lang siya when it comes to levels, but that will do the job. Sasabi nga ni Nautal, everything will work.
So Earth Spirit. Well, finally we get our position 4, but we have seen already a Thompson mid Earth Spirit. Maybe Infamous would do the same thing. Not quite sure yet, but yeah, I still think this is a position 4. They're going for the silence build over the Invoker. Because right now what Newbee is doing is most of the heroes will be in the front line. Yeah. He just needs to hit the Magnetize on these heroes, so they would disrupt instantly the team fight. I think that's what Infamous is going for. They already understand that Newbee, nasa front line yung mga heroes nila, then why don't we answer? We go front line, we magnetize them. Let's make sure they get the heck out of the team fight and try to play from there.
Pero itong Infamous, very scary itong lineup nila. Imagine, you have a push lineup na masakit din pagdating ng clash.
Yep.
So it might be na once na matalo ang Newbee sa clash, it will automatically translate into a tower or into an objective na sobrang bilis.
Here's the hero that I was talking about dragging. If it's not Ember Spirit, you always go for the Life Stealer. You can always drag it out with Infest, Rage. Before you can hit him, you gotta make sure that you're out with the Rage mode. Before that, I think that's what Newbee is trying to think about this time. They have their last bans. For Newbee, this will decide the fate of this Invoker. Will support Invoker ba to, or mid laner? The final pick for Newbee will actually make it work. For Infamous though, right now they need a strong offlane. Offlane na lang kulang ng Infamous. Maybe again they would go for a Brewmaster. kung gusto nila, instantly kite down the Tidehunter. Kung makita mo yung Tidehunter, like nangyayari sa game number 1 on the internationals with Vici Gaming and I think that was TNC. Nangyari, the Brewmaster, they were using it to kite down the Tidehunter. Maybe that's how Infamous will go for this if they go for a Brewmaster. So yan. And
Razor Band.
Ang hirap dito sa side ng sa Infamous kapag kapag nag-snowball ka agad. Kapag hinayaan nilang magkaroon ng space tong Newbee, isipin mo isang rage out lang, ang dami agad nilang meron siyang enough seconds para mag-burst up yung isang hero. Kahit if you're going to compare it 1v1 matchup against the Wraith King, nako, for sure mananalo dito yung live stealer. Depende na siguro kung sino yung unang makakuha ng Radiance. Pero sa ganitong klaseng situation, 4 kagad yung kaya niyang tanggalan ng stuns. Isang rage lang.
Before I forget, kaya nga pala ganito yung draft ng Newbee because their coach is Awi. Awi 2000. It's TI5 champion before, former TI5 champion, played with C9 a lot before. He has played with Pylai. So I think I understand where this Elder Titan strategy is coming from. It's one of Awi's favorite heroes to draft into the games. So I think that's how it's working for Newbee.
Akala ko nga makakita ko ng Tekis kasi remember TI5.
Yeah.
Nag-spam siya ng Tekis na, pero it's winning yung Tekis nun no?
He hated Techies. Ayaw na ayaw talaga ni Awi ng Techies. Gusto niyang ipaban, kasi nangyari, here's the background story nangyari kay Awi. Gusto niya yung Valve ipaban, tanggalin si Techies sa Dota 2.
Completely.
Gustong-gusto niya. Pero parang walang nakinig sa kanya. So ginawa niya, parang revenge plot niya sa TI5. Papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit siya i-ban. That's why he spammed Techies on TI5 and he did prove his point. Pero he just ended up enjoying Techies. So nangyari wala. He enjoyed the hero and that's about it. So yeah, there you go. I think it is a support invoker, I think so.
Well, pwede rin mag-support si Kunkka.
Yeah, you can always go for a position 4, but with the roaming capabilities of Kunkka against these lineup, especially with a Slark, especially with a Slark, you cannot go position 4 Kunkka.
Yep.
Actually, Infamous is very wise on picking Slark kasi before nila pinik yung Slark, iniisip ko, ang kunat ng hero ng Newbee, paano nila tatapatan to? No, you have Tidehunter, you have a Life Stealer, you have Kunkka na on the early game. Sobrang kukunat talaga. Mahirap mo silang patayin. Pero I was thinking, ano kaya yung magandang right-click hero that can actually be a nice counterpart dun sa mga makukunat na hero ng Newbee. And I think Infamous actually picked it wisely. Etong Slark, pag may makunat na hero, parang libreng fountain ng Agi. Yung mga makunat na hero dito eh. So I think that was a wise pick coming in from Infamous. And wala rin masyadong catch etong Infamous para din sa Slark.
So there you have it. The drafts have been finished. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going into the game a few minutes from now. So before that, predictions, mabilisan lang. Graham?
I like that Slark pick, so I'll go with Infamous.
Infamous?
May iba naman. Gusto pumunta ako sa Newbee this time.
Go with Newbee. All right, to break that, I think I'll go with Newbee too. I do love this Invoker Kunkka strategy. If this is a position 4 Invoker, I think this would be great. But anyway, that's about it. Game number 3, Juicy Brucey. We'll be taking a quick short break. Grab some coffee or something. Caster, go ahead.
And yes, eto na nga. Game 3 mga kaibigan. Eto kami.
Ang tandem ulit natin. Tingin ko, lagyan natin ang pangalan yung tandem natin para sa next time ulit magka-style. So, tingin ko taga dito, ano yung reason mo kung bakit? Kasi wala silang pang control sa Slark,
wala silang pang control sa Slark eh. So, I think magandang pick yung Slark kasi hard catch yung Slark, wala silang hard stun. Bukod sa Ravage, na cooldown reliant. Napaka-cooldown reliant na itong Ravage eh. So, we're gonna see, we'll be casting the games dito. Hindi ko kami si Doggy tsaka si Martin ng Mayonnaise, Kamukha lang ho namin, pero hindi ko kami 'yon. Okay, baka mapagkamalan nyo kami 'yon. Baka kita nyo kami pa-autograph ko. Uy, si Doggy tsaka si Martin ng Mayonnaise. Hindi ko kami 'yon. Pero we'll go straight into draft. TDC and Graham casting your games ngayon.
Yep.
This is gonna be a game 3. This is a battle for life dito sa TI and we'll see kung sino mananalo dito.
At ito na nga positioning when it comes to the sides. Newbee playing the Radiant side. Dahil naman para sa Infamous. At tingin ko mukhang nagkakatipan muna, parang dagdag confidence para sa side ng Infamous. Okay, timbang kita, tipan mo rin ako. Tamang tip-trip lang. Pero ang importante dito is kung sino taga mag-side ng tempo. Kasi alam naman natin na sobrang heavily reliant when it comes to tempo, early aggression agad dito for both teams. So most probably this will be more of a action-packed game kasi more of a talagang more on melee heroes din talaga yung mga side ng mga core melee rather sa dalawang side rather.
Pero we're gonna see a mid lane Slark.
Okay. Para makakuha siya kagad ng level 6 din pati. Since, again, mas malapit yung dalawang salubong, yung dalawang wave ng creep. So, getting that early level 6, early rotations as well. So, I think it is much more even lane as well for Chris Black. Was nagkaroon na agad siya ng level 6. The only thing that he needs to do is to get that Shadow Dance, play aggressively, get that stats from Kunkka, lowering his stats and making it easier for him to dish out damage.
Exactly, no? And I think very wise, yun yung sasabi ko, no? Yung pick-off dito ng Slark is actually very good against majority ng lineup dito ng Newbee. So tingnan natin kung makakapitalize ba ng Infamous itong Slark pick-up nila. Although ngayon sa may mid lane medyo nagkakaroon ng konting advantage Slark, no? Makukuha ng libreng agi itong si Slark.
Pati ang hirap niya kasi mga kaibigan, bukod sa agility, kumaga parang -1 to all stats yung para sa Kunkka. Kumaga, you're reducing the damage of the Tidebringer, also lowering down his max HP. At kapag isang rotation lang ng mga supports ng Infamous dito, it will be an easy kill. Pero sa bottom lane, napakagandang split earth, holding down Pylai, but Whisper's taking a lot of damage though, and also using the Aspect Spirit, so that's a lot of amplification for his physical damage here para kay Pylai, but Scofield still trapped inside the trees and getting that nice split earth. Getting Pylai is way too strong with the stout shit again, a lot of damage to block para kay Pylai, but I think tingin ko nagpo-poke lang din talaga silang dalawa. Nagtatansyahan lang, testing the waters hanggang saan tayo pwede mag-play aggressively sa bottom lane.
Pero eto nga, kanina siguro kung ako yung company Yawar, baka pag namatay ako, suntukin ko yun. Suntukin ko si Yawar kasi nakaharang si Yawar na 2-man stand sila. Sa gitna ng puno kasi nakaharang si Yawar, ayaw niya lumabas eh.
Ayaw lumabas? Gusto mong makapagdikdikan?
Oo gusto mo makipaglaban, wala naman. Parang gusto mo makipagsiksikan yung sarili mo sa iba na hindi naman talaga pwede.
Yun ang mahirap doon. Kailangan alam mo kung hanggang saan yung kaya mong ibigay.
Tama. Pero ito si Snaking on that side, sabi ko nga, very tanky itong lineup dito ng Newbee, so may hirapan sila. Samantala, there goes your stun by Whisper, matatamaan. Diabolic Edict, pero tumatama yung Diabolic Edict dun sa neutrals at mamamatay pa. Makaka-double kill pa ata, pero makakaisa. Etong side ng Infamous Whisper right now will try to run away, and that's a 1-to-1 trade, pero itong Newbee will actually take that advantage kasi that's first blood.
Yep, and ang ganda ng ginawa ng Lifestealer doon, utilizing the open wound. Kapag na-open wound mo yung kalaban, kahit yung allies mo, magkakaroon sila ng healing, ng lifesteal kapag same target. So again, nice utilization from the skills on the side of Newbee here. Pero ang ganda rin kasi ng ikot talaga eh. Kumbaga parang 2-to-1 yung win lanes ng Infamous dito. And as you can see, utilizing the Tidebringer, wala pa siyang level 6 and Chris Black popping that, again, getting that additional HP. He will jump away and pop the salve since alam niya na wala nang mana sa CCNC. But the Tidebringer will cancel the salve. Tingin ko kailangan mo na umuwi dito, Chris Black eh.
Pre, uwi ka na muna, pre. Baka mapahamak kasi ginagawa.
Tinama pa siya ng isa pang Tidebringer dito.
Pero ito, tingnan natin. This will limit itong farm ni Slark. Pero rotations na coming in. Pero makikita dito ni CCN. Nakita nga ba?
Hindi ko nakita siya, may observer eh.
Hindi pa nag-back. Umangat na doon sa kabilang sa kabilang side ng river eh. Pero ito, sa may top lane, yes, it's gonna be it's gonna be a support invoker dito. So I think this is actually good kasi good setup against a lot of heroes dito. Pero sa may baba, etong si Whisper nabubugbog dito. Lalabas yung disco ball para
tamang lang. Tamang cycle lang. Okay, sige, humabol ka ng humabol pero sobrang bilis ko maglakad.
Exactly.
Kumbaga parang i-absorb mo lahat. Kung kakainin mo lahat ng Diabolic Edict sa loob ng 3 lines, medyo risky yun. So again, they do have the 3 lines advantage, so Leshrac I think will have a much more safer lane here. At si Yawar, kumbaga parang hindi niya taga-afford makipagbakbakan muna. Pero ang pwede mong gawin dito against sa Leshrac is subusan mo siya ng mana palagi. I-force mo na mag-use siya ng mga skills niya at wala na siyang mana, pwede siyang umalis, then that will be a free game for you.
Exactly, pero ito si Schofield dito sa may river, medyo nakikipagsundo ko siya dito kay Pilot Guy. Sa akin sa ginagawa ni Schofield,
Walang ko kontra.
Oo nga eh. Mano a mano.
Oo.
Mano a mano dito sa may river in the Schofield, mag-out na nakaasar lang si Schofield kasi technically hindi niya man talaga mapapatay yung Elder Titan kasi medyo makunat din yun pero ito, Yawar right now. Whisper, maulit kaya mamaya yung nangyari kanina ng game 2 pero to, delikado si Chris lang. Naku, there goes the Fairy Fire.
Oy!
Tinamaan ka ng Tidebringer.
Yun ang hirap. Kapag sobrang confident ka, minsan hindi mo na naiisip. Medyo nagtatunnel vision ka sa, okay, kailangan mo makakuha ng stats. Hindi mo na napapansin na kahit yung mga creeps, ina-atake ka na rin. So, umaga parang, okay, makakuha ka ng stats, but you're securing the kill. You're giving a lot of skills for this Kunkka, and you don't want to, for that one to happen kasi once nagtunan siya ng Facebook niyan, ako yung tagang mahihirapan ka ng tumakbo. And the rolling boulder for Schofield, holding down Yawar, but there will be not enough damage for both of these members aside ng Infamous. The best thing that they can do is just prevent him from farming and also getting those denies.
And syempre, mag-back na lang muna sila. Pero ito sa may top lane, ito si K1 Hector at si Stinger. Although medyo parang undisturbed yung farm dito ni Hector, no? Which is actually good news para dito sa side ng Infamous. Kasi siya, mamaya yung tatangke lahat ng damage. Siya pang ito si Slark, pupunta dun sa back lanes to dish out damage naman dun sa mga supports and dun sa mga pwedeng mag-backup dito sa kanilang mga clashes.
Nako. Pilot looking for that body block against Whisper, but tingin ko, parang face check lang din. Ilang miyembro ng Infamous yung dito sa may bottom lane. But on the top lane, K1 Hector with an easy jukes here. Great power blast, preventing for CCNC para hindi siya makapag-cast ng spell. Ang galing talaga. But Schofield, nako, kailangan niya mag-rolling boulder out. He will be successful to do so. But Whisper getting trapped inside the 3 lines here. Pero wala rin umaga parang nag-aabaha lang yung dalawa. Nagtatansyahan lang talaga. Parang iubos lang yung resources ni Whisper and also with Schofield. So, kung sino yung una maubusan ng resources sa mga healing factor with the tango in the salve, siya yung unang magkakaroon ng advantage kung mapapauwi niya yung kalaban niya kung sining kalinya sa bottom.
Exactly. Pero ito si Chris Lock. Doon sa nag-torrent na, nag-stack na naman siya.
More on stocks lang talaga.
Pero ito, tumagot si Dudan, Bolic Edic. Kahit mag-range ka pa, tatamaan ka niyan. Pero Yawar, almost falling down. Pero si Pilot naman, sasalo ng Diabolic Edic. Pero both of them are low right now. Pwedeng maging aggressive sa lane itong dalawa soba.
Kitang-kita mo natin mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen, kung gaano kasakit ang Diabolic Edict plus the Split Earth. Palo na middle lane, level 7 na nga si Chris Lock at tingin ko medyo patient na yung ginagawa niya. Natuto siya. Nabigyan siya ng isa eh. Kumbaga sa buhay, kailangan mo nang matauhan bago ka matuto.
Nasampulan siya eh.
Kailangan mo nang masampulan para tumino. Pero ngayon, he's playing safely right now. Alam na niya na okay, medyo nabigyan mo ng unting farm ito si CCNC. And with that, nakakuha siya ng Bracer and he will go, I just need a little bit more for the face boots.
Pero ito si Invoker dito will put some stacks right here. And etong medyo nakakatakot din for the side of Infamous kasi iniwan mo si Slark sa may gitna. Pero ito, mas nakakatakot sa Newbee. CCNC is actually very low right here. And very low din si dito, yung kanyang kasama. Pero no, mamamatay muna. Etong si Elder Titan pero humahabol. Etong si Slark, sir, saan punta mo, sir? Sir, saan ka punta, sir? And there goes Sir Lees. And the bounce will hit. Mamamatay din. May nag-uusap pa. Expedition, please. Next. Pero eto, hindi. Magbaback na lang muna. Etong Infamous. And I think ito yung kahalagahan ng Invoker, no? Yung EMP niya can actually a signal for this engage para sa side ng Newbee.
Pero tingin ko hindi taga enough yun eh. Sobrang punishable talaga yung Invoker. Tingin ko, bakit nga ba ako ng Newbee? Di ba? Pero sa akin inisip ko rin kasi effective din kasi taga yung tornado EMP. Pero kailangan ikot ka ng ikot eh. Kasi parang hindi ka pwede maging static sa lane kapag mag-crossflex Invoker ka.
Kasi nagka-BKB na rin kasi itong side ng Infamous. Medyo yung spells ng Invoker medyo maliliit.
Disabled ka na, Parang hindi na siya ganun ka-effective if you're going to compare it to the early game. Pero napakagandang echo stomp para dito kay Elder Tide and Pilay hitting that turret and also with the Tidebringer. Mukhang makakuha sa isa na magandang pushback para kay Scobie, pero naman pa rin siya ng kanyang ghost ship and also Chris Lock getting that 1 kill in return sa middle lane to matutumbak si Invoker, but that is a position for Invoker mga kabigan, pero kailangan pa rin niya maingatan kasi with the permanent agility gain stats na pwedeng makuha ni Stark every single kill is really difficult to at least control kapag nakakuha na siya ng late game timing niya.
Exactly. Pero ito si Snaking, will actually get a farm dito sa may jungle area, pero ito si Chris Lock, walang gagawin ito kundi magganto lang ito eh. Pero ito, here comes your X on the spot. Chris Lock, he needs to activate his ulti and pounce out right there, pero mahuhuli ba siya? The stun? Yes, they will actually stun him, pero mamamatay ba ang tanong? Chris Lock, very invasive right here. Chris Lock now still trying to run. There goes your cold snap right here by Invoker, pero Chris Lock, hindi, lalaban ako. Nakakatawa ko eh. Pero hindi, Chris Lock, apat ang
corner.
sa'yo. And eto na nga ang isdang na corner, and I think they will kill this one out once na maubos. Pero hindi, makakaisa pa. And Chris Lock, and that's gonna be a carry for support, but still, small win para sa Infamous kasi napitan sila. Pero sa may top lane, there goes your damage coming in para sa side ng Newbee, and that's 2 kills on both sides of the map para sa Newbee. Newbee doing a good job right there.
And malidinay pa nila yung tier 1 tower nila sa top lane, so there will be no income. Walang bonus gold sa side ng Infamous mga kaibigan, at unti-unting lumalamang ang Newbee dito when it comes to those small skirmishes. At Infamous, kailangan na mag-farm. As long as si K1 Hector nakapag-farm, okay lang. Okay lang magbigay ng unting katawan, unting bodies on the floor right there, as long as meron siyang hand of Midas, and I think he does have it already. Tingin ko meron na siya no? Meron siyang hand of Midas eh.
Pero yung kanina nga, no, yung kay Stark, I think, alam niyo mamamatay na siya, wala siyang takas dun eh. So I think the best that he can do right there is to actually kill one kasi again, it's a new patch. Kapag nakapatay si Stark, he's actually gonna get 1 permanent agility. And another kill right there. So this is bad for Newbee. Kasi medyo nagpapile up na agility na. If you would look at it, he already has, I think, 4 permanent agility. No?
Naku, ang hirap niyan. Again, mga kaibigan, other than the attack damage, makakakuha ka pa rin ng armor, which is really good against the Tidebringer of kung ka kapag umabot tayo sa 18. At kung ka nakakuha ng isang maganda with a slow from...
Naka-ice blast yan, sir. And Newbee right now, the stun will actually hit kay CCNC. And etong si Slark, mukhang makakaisa, pero the pound will actually safeguard that kill para kay Slark. Slark now with high agility, 40 agility being stolen right now. Isa ka pang makunat, halika dito, pahingi ng agility, and mukhang kukuha pa ng agility. Etong si Tidehunter, and Tidehunter will also go down. Chris Lock with that, Slark gets a double kill. And Chris Lark, etong Slark ni Chris Lock, mukhang pwede natin siyang tawagin Chris Lark.
Chris Lark, napakaganda mo naman, napakagaling naman nun, tol. Parang naiway mo pa yun. Chris Lark. So ngayon, Chris Lark na natatawag sa kanya. Chris Lark with 30 essence shift. At si Yawar naman, saktong-sakto yung magkaka-TP niya. Rage din to TP, walang opportunity. Yung Infamous to cancel that one out. So that's one of the best ways for them to at least run away from Infamous when it comes to the mid-game to late-game fights. Pero mga kaibigan, isipin natin yung permanent essence shift ng start dito is unting lumalapad. Kapag nakakuha ng at least 10 yan, sobrang delikado na yung mga backlines ng Newbee dito mga kabig. Kahit yung Tidehunter, wala gano'ng kawala.
Tama. Pero ito, piniping dito, itong si Whisper, he is actually under a sentry and an observer ward. Pero ito na naman, itong Slark, kukuha ba ng AD? X-Mark the spot is actually there. Tatama ba yung mga skills? There goes your ultimate. Pero that ice blast, tatama nga ba? Hindi tatama, pero there goes your Ravage right now. Delikado, itong Slark. Slark might go down right here. Another stun coming in. Slark is trying to run away. Slark, no, he will actually die right here. Pero itong si Whisper, dealing damage, EMP right there. And mauubos itong man ni Whisper. Pero yung ibang members ng Infamous is here very low. Itong members ng Newbee, they can actually kill this one, pero hindi. Muntik-muntikan pa silang mamatay dito. Scofield on the other hand, nasa likod right now. MSS is also low, pero wala pa rin napapatay. Itong side ng Infamous, may X-Mark siya papalik dito, pero finally 2 down. Pero 4 yung mahika palit for the side dito ng Infamous.
Ang galing ng ginawa ni Scofield doon. Alam mo nila na kahit sugi sila sa skirmish na yon, ginamit niya yung kanyang magnetize. Rolling boulder para lang makakuha ng vision kung hanggang saan, kung nasan yung location ng Tidehunter. And with that one single stone, resetting the timer of the Magnetize, getting that double kill. Pero medyo iwan sila. Tingin ko overcommitment dyan sa side ng Infamous. They really don't want, need to do that. Pero tingin ko, it's just the presence that kailangan nilang i-shut down. Kasi nag-overcommit na eh. Kumbaga parang the damage has been done. Kailangan lang natin ng finisher. And with that finisher, medyo tabingi kasi sa support na punta. But it will be at least hindi sayang yung engagement na ginawa nila.
And I think pinipilit din ng Infamous na makapag-rotate, force na rotation kami, or kung hindi mo mag-rotate, makakuha ng kill. If you would look at the items of Kunkka dito, medyo behind siya sa items. That is because etong harassment na minimigay dito ni Slark kay Kunkka, medyo intense, no? Hindi basta.
Talagang hindi tinatantanan.
Oo.
Parang napaka nito. Kumbaga, tingin ko kailangan talaga nitong mag-stop ng tempo, and with that, napakagandang tornado, pero hindi niya nakita na nandun si Leshrac because of the high ground advantage, and Chris Clark mukhang still aiming for snaking here since it's a very juicy target. Slowing down si CNC, able to juke inside the 3 lines here, and Chris Clark will just slither away inside the 3 lines. Okay lang, kahit magkaroon tayo ng unting damage, i-recover kaya with the Shadow Dance passive, and they might be able to catch another one here, Torrent into Schofield. Mukhang, tamang linis lang ng mga mata, mga sentry ward.
Pero ito, si Chris lang mukhang nakakuha na naman ng kill dito, and there goes your Ice Blast, hitting dito sa Kunkka, Tornado, and ito AP, pero hindi, sabi ko, papasukin ko yung EMP mo, tara dito, CCNC, but there goes your Ravage, pero delikado, ito pa nga, Infamous, very low, etong si Leshrac, and makakatakas yung dalawang low, pero delikado, etong si Slark, that's a tons of AG being given to him, may ulti mo si Slark, ulti is available though, and makukuha pa niya, but the damage will it be there, Pounce available, pero Pounce on the other side, napakaganda namang Pounce nun, habol pa nila, and itong si Chris lang, I think will actually TP out.
Di na, Tol. Di na. Grabe yung Pounce na yun, Tol. Utilizing that space na hindi siya pwedeng pumuntang tatagos talaga siya sa kabila.
Kumbaga, yung angle ng Pounce niya medyo alang-ate. Hindi mo alam kung doon pupunta sa akin sa low ground eh.
Grabe yun. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-Pounce na yun. Also, still, even up yung laro natin mga kaibigan when it comes to kill counts 12-12. But when it comes to net worth mga kaibigan, 5K net worth lead sa side ng Infamous, 0-3 ang KDA ni Ancient Operation. But when it comes to net worth, our upper left-hand corner, 10K ang net worth ni Raid King, and compared to Lifestealer with 8K, 2K net worth din lamang. At siya ang nakakuha ng unang Radiant. So Lifestealer, hindi niya talaga afford na makipagbakbakan mo dito against the Raid King. So he's just waiting for at least a little bit more time for them to at least get that far. At least 1 core item para sa Lifestealer before they can go in.
Pero Fred, medyo napapailing ako dito nung naka-on na yung camera. Kanina pa ako iling ng iling kasi etong si Hector now has the 3 guns. Now, what I'm thinking is, sobrang massive ng AoE damage netong Infamous. Imagine, False Nova, Diabolic Edict, Ice Blast, Magnetize, Stun and Slow, ni Earth Spirit, you have the Radiance, no? And the Slark with that Dark Path. Ewan ko. So, medyo masakit. I think kailangan na muna i-prioritize ng Newbee itong BKB. Pero paano mo pa-prioritize yung BKB kung kinukuha na yung Tier 3 tower mo?
Isipin mo, ganun mas flexible yung mas maraming win condition ng Infamous compared to Newbee right now. Kasi again, meron siyang advantage. Si Slark magpo-frontline lang, okay, i-istorbohin niya lang yung Newbee na ako yung tirahin nyo. Sa akin yung ibuhos lahat ng ultimate kasi ako ang core hero. Habang ginagawa niyo yun, si Raid King naman, okay lang, sige, magdi-dish down damage, meron akong farm. Pwede ako makipagsalpukan sa inyo ngayon. Pwede ako magbigay ng damage with the use of Radiance, or they can use the skeletons para i-push yung bottom lane, which is yung scenario. Naiiwan din dito si Leshrac, nagbibigay siya pagkakataon to dish out structural damage using the Diabolic Edict. So, tingin ko, check ang Newbee dito sa ganitong klaseng status. Kailangan nila mag-online kagad yung Lifestealer. Hindi pa nag-blink dagger dito yung Tide Hunter. He went for Vladimir's offering. So wala pa dun yung hindi pa available yung Infest Bomb na hinahanap natin. Depende siguro kung Ghost Walk sa Invoker, but medyo ang hirap i-pull off nun.
Tama, pero etong malaking problema ng Infamous, pero sa may top lane, si Hector, hindi ako matatakot pre, may ulti ako, pero
Oo.
MSS tinataga dito. The radiance damage will it be enough? Mamamatay ba etong si Hector? Hector, he might fall dito, pero walang ulti available. Ravage, wala sa Pop Rider, pero it's a sign para dito sa side ng Newbee na mag-back na dito. And eto na, Infamous now back down.
No, mga parang nakakuha sila ng isang pick-off, which is the Tide Hunter. They are able to force out the Ravage, so they can mas madali sila mag-engage. Kahit namatay yung rating din, okay lang yun.
Okay lang.
At least yung main core hero natin si Slug is buhay na buhay. Nakakuha siya ng kills, nakakuha siya ng permanent stats, which is really effective kapag umabot tayo ng mga around 20 to 25 minutes.
Pero ito, again, it's the same thing as Game 1. Infamous invading etong jungle area dito ng Newbee. No, this is bad para sa Newbee kasi again, yung gold na nakukuha ng mga carry ng Newbee na dapat sa kanila and na minsan napupunta doon sa team ng Infamous.
Oo, nako. Kitang-kita naman natin. Kahit yung Echo Stamp, ginagamit na talaga para naman secure yung gold.
Pero ito, X-Marks the spot. Will there be a combo coming in? No, it's gonna be a quick rollout para dito sa Earth Spirit.
Tagang hinihintay niya lang taga matapos muna yung X-Mark spot. Cold snap, X-Mark spot. Plus the Ice Wall. Binigay talaga lahat. Ayaw nilang pakawalan si Whisper, mga kaibigan. 40 seconds na wala ang Leshrac. So ito na yata yung hinahanap ng Newbee na okay, wala tayong split earth, wala tayong problema na magkakaroon tayo ng split push ng rat potential sa side ng Infamous. So we can go all in, at least for a little bit more time habang down yung Leshrac and also take down one tower away from Infamous.
And trivia lang, parang this will be the first tower being taken by Newbee, no? Looking at the map.
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes. That's the first tower. So grabe yung pinapakita map control dito ng Infamous. Kaya I think hirap na hirap din na mag-smoke gang itong Newbee kasi in terms of map control, walang-wala itong Newbee kasi ngayon pa lang sila nakatira ng tier 1 tower.
Oo. Baka parang ano ba lang, ngayon pa lang sila talagang magkakaroon ng stable advantage when it comes to map. At well, tingin ko kahit lamang ng 5k dito yung Infamous, anda pa rin taga nilang pwedeng pagkuhanan ng gold sa side ng Newbee.
Exactly.
Kumbaga parang kailangan lang taga nilang na magkaroon ng space or rather na opportunity na makakakuha sila ng towers. Well, because of they're able to pick off the Leshrac earlier, it's much more safer for them to take down the tier 1 tower. So kailangan taga nilang makakuha ng isa pang opportunity like that para at least ma-equalize yung momentum na hinahanap ng Newbee.
Pero I'm quite concerned dito sa ginagawa ng Infamous, no? Infamous, if you would look at the map, parang TDC, itong minimap natin, wala silang masyadong warns sa may bottom lane, no? So I think, what Newbee or what Infamous can do right now, pwede sila mag-push sa may bottom lane kasi itong Newbee walang walang wards, no? So, iba pa. Pero ito ang problema ngayon ng Newbee, etong si Chris Lark. Si Chris Lark, na-X-Mark na, pero nakakatakas pa rin. Alam mo yun, you need to expend a lot of skills para lang mahuli etong si Slark and hindi pa nagagaranti yun na magta-transfer into a kill. So medyo mahirap.
Meron siyang Dark Pack, meron siyang Shadow Dance. Kung sakaling cooldown yung Dark Pack niya, okay, pop lang ng Shadow Dance, bili ng unting oras. Ganun kahirap, mga kaibigan, ang sitwasyon ng Newbee ngayon. Bukod sa meron pa silang Chris Clark, meron pa silang rating na kalaban.
Exactly.
So, nako, kailangan nilang tagang i-maintain or kahit properly time yung mga ultimates nila. Since alam natin na yung mga ultimates na ng Newbee is more of ang taas ng cooldown. So again, they need to save, they need to prioritize yung isang hero man lang, which is the Slark, for them to successfully get that kill. Ghost walk into Infest Bomb yung combo nila dito.
Pero ito, tignan natin kung ma-execute ba ng maayos to. Medyo malapit ang heroes dito ng Infamous sa isa't isa dun sa may top lane. Pero I think hindi na i-commit doon ni MSS yung play na yun.
Pati tingin ko nakalimutan i-turn off ni Yawar yung Radiance niya. Kaya nagkaroon ng idea yung Infamous na merong Ghost Walk and also Radiance. Tingin ko kung sakaling in-off muna ni Lifestealer yung kanyang Radiance, they can get that Ghost Walk initiation eh. Kaso medyo smelly talaga. Yung reaction time ng Infamous is ganun na kataas. Talagang hinahangad din ang makakuha at manalo dito against Newbee.
Exactly. Pero ito, no, very uncontested etong farm dito ni Hector, no? Sobrang kanina pa. If you would look at the net worth, mga pre, 15k, almost 2k goalie dun sa life stealer. This is not normal kasi normally life stealer talaga mauna dyan. Pero ito, mahuhuli ba na ito si Chris X marks the spot. Pero BKB will be up. Ito na yung sinasabi ko. This is very, very unstoppable. BKB is still on. Tatakbo. Etong Newbee, they don't have any fighting chance dito yet. Pero papasok etong Scoville. Scoville will be forced tapping out. Pero nakakuha niya etong si Awar. Medyo hati itong clash natin dito. Mamamatay ata etong Scoville. There goes a Ravage. Pero mamamatay muna etong si Nyx or si Life Stealer. And mamamatay din etong si Elder Titan mga susunod na. Etong si Gunga, tinataga na siya dito ni Hector. Hector taking or giving a lot of damage right there. And there goes etong si Gunga going down. Kape-kape muna kayo mga Paragoy.
Grabe, 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Infamous mga kaibigan. Okay lang kahit mahuli yung slug natin. Meron pa kaming isang reserve core hero which is si K1 Hector na sabi mo nga kanina, left uncontested. So medyo even pa rin yung farm niya dito. At siya pa yung nakakuha ng siya yung nasa top net worth natin. So kumbaga parang binibait ng taga nila. Ibuhos nyo yung lahat sa akin, sabi ng slug. Sa akin yung ibigay lahat ng mga ultimates nyo. Pero well, kudos pa rin kay Snake King. Napakaganda ng Ravish niya doon. I think 3 o 4 yung tinamaan yung hero sa side ng Infamous but the damage is not there. Kaya na-isolate sila. 4 ng miyembro ng inang Newbee nagpo-focus dun sa Slark at nabigyan, nakapag-free hit dito yung Infamous sa backlines.
Pero ito, AA will be forced staff out. Nice save right there. Medyo maraming skills yung nakomit dito sa side ng Newbee. And I think lumalabas na nga yung problema nila. Wala pang reliable spot. Pero ito, tingnan natin yung flash kanina. And the Ravage will actually kill. Itong si Earth Spirit. Pero
Apat yung nandun sa taas.
Oo, 4. No? Napatay nga yung Slark. But then again, let me remind you na kahit assist lang yung makuha ni Slark doon, papatok pa rin yun sa permanent agility niya. So I think Slark is happy with that engagement. And napangiti dito. Itong Infamous, napapadyak Para yes!
Hindi yung gusto niya talagang outcome. Pero still panalo pa rin sila sa scenario na yun. EMP Tornado combination, but easy bounce out para kay Chris Black. Pero nakakuha pa rin siya ng dito, ng mana.
Actually, bumalik siya kasi akala niya tapos na yung effect ng matatapos ng EMP pag sa
EMP, pagka-bounce niya. Pero ito, with the double damage with Slark inside the Ross pit mga kaibigan. Naghahanap na ng another advantage dito yung Infamous, but he will be forced to go out. Tingin ko, since meron silang spirit from Elder Titan, that easy information na meron ng ang Newbee. And you don't want to fight. Kung sakaling yung Astro Spirit is nasa loob na, pwede siya mag-echo tank kasi yung magandang opening ng Newbee for them to turn this around.
And itong si Rating picking up a blade mail, no? Very wise pickup I think kasi yung damage na ditish out ng Newbee dito, unang-una, pag yung Slark yung pumasok, syempre yung Slark magpo-focus. And then, pag mag-ulti siya, papasok din yung range niya at the same time, you have the blade mail. So, ang tanong doon, sino nga atakihin mo? Diba, yung can't attack itong si Rating, kasi delikado, naka-blade mail nga yan, Yawar will be forced, or itong Newbee will be forced to go back. And I think that blade mail is a very, very wise choice. Pero ito, si Hector right now, ininda niya na yung EMP, wala akong punin.
Level 21 na yan eh. Kumbaga parang hindi na matter sa kanya kung sakali mabubusan siya ng mana o hindi. Secured kagad yung kanyang reincarnation, X-Spot plus negotiate combo. Okay lang. Kahit merong Meteor Ball. Importante, makakuha sila yung isa and yung reincarnation will pop. Slowing down the rest of the movie mga kaibigan. Abang naman si Chris lang ng ipag-box ng CCNC. Ice will be there. Pero nag-pop siya ng BKB. And also the damage from Snake King, he will be countered with the 4 staff. Again, the chase is still on. Extra the spot plus the third combination. Nasa yung damage, Ravage. Mapapop na, tatlong tinamaan siya. Wala naman sa gilid. Pero pinapose na Whisper, pop to BKB. 2, that ultimate control. And also the damage from the Magnetize. Kung iniisay sa nila. 2-for-1 exchange, 5-back para kay Snake King. Hindi pa niya kailangan ng tulong mga kumparain na mga kaibigan niya naman si Slark. Chris Black popping that shadow dance. Getting that regeneration. Pero si K1 Hector makakuha na niya dito EMP and he will go down. Pero meron pa rin siyang Aegis pula tol. Yung Aegis yung una nag-pop. And also with the reincarnation, di pa rin kasi tapos buyback, double buyback dito para sa Newbee.
And eto na nga, hinahabol pa nila etong si Hector. May tapos na etong reincarnation nito. So I think palabas na dito, buybacks will be committed right now. Pero Slark, he might die right here. And yes, you will. But then that's buybacks being committed on both or inside ng Newbie. So masaya na sa nakuha etong Infamous.
Okay na yun.
Okay na.
Kumbaga, dalawang buyback, 4 naman ang patay sa Infamous. So at tingin ko mga ano rin yan, that's 5.
Oo.
5 kills rather, or rather 3 kills lang sa side ng Newbee. So, okay pa rin yun sa side na yun, pero tingin ko hindi na dumadagdag yung permanent agility ni Stark eh. Hindi siya nakaka-secure ng kill.
Oo.
Kung sakaling makapatay yung Infamous, wala siya doon. Siya yung una na-pick off. So, Infamous, kailangan nila mag-play safely. Again, tingin ko mag-stick sila sa rulebook nila na okay, kunin muna natin yung mga tier 2 towers before engaging on that one. And you need to respect the EMP as well from Invoker. Ito na nga Ice Blast mo, tinamaan yung dalawa. Yawar getting controlled, wala silang pang-stun. So nice tornado, walang EMP. And again, this is a buyback para kay Snaking. Dieback para kay Snaking mga kaibigan. And I think this is the moment that they are waiting for Infamous. They need to take down at least 1 or 2 tier 2 towers first before they can siege inside the tier 3 tower ng Newbee dito.
Or pwede rin sila mag-Roshan, no? They can actually opt out from a Roshan dito, get the Aegis and then push. Kasi mabilis lang naman ang Roshan dito sa Moto. They have the damage, pero lalaban pa dito. VCNC will actually, or actually it was MSS who will erase etong si Ancient Apparition. But that was a buyback. That was a buyback, no? Pero itong Tornadoes no coming in. Bato lang ng bato. Itong si Tornado, itong si Invoker. I think yung kinuha niya tayo is yung Tornado cooldown eh.
And tingin ko yun talaga yung kailangan nilang gawin eh. Yung control. Yung control na since they lack disable right now para sa side ng Newbee, napakalaking factor talaga yun na at least you're buying a little bit more time for the rest of your team to respond. And also holding down Infamous para mawala yung momentum na meron sila ngayon. Kasi sila yung nag-play aggressively. Kumbaga parang sila yung shark na tipong, okay, hahabol tayo at hahabol. Pero with the Echo Stomp Tornado, kaya nila gawin to every single time with the EMP as well. And again, they are able to force Infamous to go outside the rush pit. Pero syempre, andun pa rin yung damage ng Newbee dito. Go shift din naman din with the Meteor Ball.
Pero grabe naman, tinayuan lang ni Hector yun, and that's Aegis being taken down by Infamous with in the hands dito ni Chris Lock. So grabe naman, tinayuan niya na yung barko yun na twin ball, no?
Ganun siya confident since Reincarnation is also on CD, so okay lang din talaga. Mahirap dun kapag yung Meteor Ball, yung DPS niya, yun yung nakasecure ng kill sa Roshan. So, pero still, Infamous, they were able to secure both the kill and also the Age of Immortal expert spot will be used. Scoville dito po ang ipet torrent na ginamit na. Plus the 4 staff, kailangan niya mag-rolling boulder. Pero nandun yung damage ng cold snap and also with the vessel. So at least a little bit more time. The damage has been there pero hindi enough para patumbayin si Scoville.
Exactly. Pero 20-19 mga kaibigan, it looks close pagdating natin sa kill score. Pero when it comes to the gold lead, pare ko 11k gold lead for the side of Infamous.
Oo. Nako. At kita mo naman yung mga skill kumakatok talaga sa tower dito.
Oo, pero ito mukhang pinagpapalakan si Whisper. BKB will be there. I think TP out pwede na to. Pero hindi. Ginoke out na. Pero Juku Lord talaga yun. Pero ito, delikado itong si Snaking will actually go back. Dun sa base, pero Tide Hunter, walang ravage for 50 seconds. Infamous has the Aegis. Will this be another upset para sa Infamous?
Nako, mukhang magiging ganun nga yata yun, tol. Kaso ang problema dito ang hirap nila makapag-siege since walang creeps dito yung Infamous. So the backline protection is up and running is really difficult na mag-siege kapag merong pungka at merong Invoker. Sabi mo nga kanina, I think he really went for that tornado cooldown So again, walang creeps, hindi ka makakapag-push naman ka sa high ground. Yun yung isa sa mga pwedeng gawin ng Newbee for them to delay the push of Infamous.
Exactly, pero tatlo sa members ng Infamous has that BKB. So if ever they want to go on the high grounds, they can. Kayang-kaya nilang pasukin to, no? Plus the Ice Blast right there. Actually, yung team yung gusto ko i-point out kanina sa clash sa may top lane, na nasobra yung AoE damage. Pinakita doon, no? You have the Magnet Ice, you have the Ice Blast, you have that Pulse Nova into the Maledict. Nalulusaw yung buhay dito ng members ng Newbee.
Oo, pati ang dami talaga. Ang dami nilang pang AoE. Tingin ko lang talaga, kailangan nilang mag-hold down at least one hero. Meron silang stuns, yes. Kaso, yung prioritization ng Infamous is hindi gaano in par with each other. Kasi minsan nagbabato yung yung isang, si Ray King, binabato yung stun sa isa. Tapos hindi sila nagkakamatch, kumbaga parang nawawalan ng opportunity for that chain block, yung chain stun factor ng Infamous. Nice control, go ship, at tutumba dito si K1 Hector, and he would just easily run away. Expert the spot, BKB, hindi siya makakabalik, at ubus na agad yung ultimates ng Newbee dito.
Exactly, no? Infamous actually doing a good job of just kiting out yung mga ultimates dito ng side sa side ng Newbee. And the big ultimate is the Ravage, pero again, still, tied under, wala pang papakyat. So if ever patay nila yan, medyo delikado. Pero itong go time, delikado itong Earth Spirit, mapapop yung kanilang smoke, pero Earth Spirit will not be found out. Actually, dun siya sa may high ground. Pag hindi ba, hinahabol pa rin siya dito. Pero itong members ng Infamous na nandito, another rollout. On the other hand naman sa may mid lane, etong si Chris lang tumataga na. Pero dun sa taas, etong si Earth Spirit still alive. And napakalaki ng... hindi ba makamatay? Ito si Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit, he will be rolling out dito. Another rollout is available. Hindi pa rin nila mahuli. Pero si Schofield and finally DP out. Ang dami nilang dinish out na skills doon. Pero hindi nila napatay itong Earth Spirit.
Medyo nakakatuwa kasi isipin mo, dalawang hero yung binili, yung punersa o that's not rather si Snaking, hinabol ni Chris Lock. Pero meron siyang pantanggal ng slow, but Chris Lock, nakikita mo na yung threat dito. Meron siyang Ages of Immortal, kailangan nila mag-play aggressively talaga. Pero nakakaaliw kasi yung nangyari kanina. Dalawa yung hinila ni Earth Spirit doon papunta sa kanyang lane. Akala ko rin mag-i-engage yung Infamous doon. They have enough. Kaso, merong high ground advantage yung Newbee, so walang information yung Infamous. Yung the rest of Infamous na nasa low ground. Pero yung oras na binigay niya, walang Invoker, walang Disable, wala ring Ghost Ship, walang Torrent na for Newbee. Tingin ko hindi lang talaga na-capitalize ng Infamous yung ganung opportunity.
Pero ito, tinatry nila uli. Ito si Chris Lock, pero nasa gilid. Itong si Tide Darter Ravage is available. Gagamitin pa. I think they will commit this Ravage. Pero na-disarm. Because the BKB ultimate right now. Pero yung Tier 3 tower, sabi ni Chris Lock, sige, ako na muna pagtulan ninyo pansin habang yung Tier 3 tower nyo. Tinataganan namin. And Infamous just doing that split push strategy dito para sa side or para sa base dito ng Newbee, and Barracks na yung kinukuha dito ng Infamous. And etong si Hector, wala akong pakialam sa inyo kahit bato nyo sa akin. Kukunin ko yung Barracks ko, pero ito Snaking will go down without throwing that Ravage. Barracks right now is exposed para sa may mid lane at sa may bot lane. Samantala si Hector, magpapatorin na lang dito. He has that ultimate, pero still, that's another set of frags being taken, and I will be happy kung ako yung Infamous.
Yep, magiging happy talaga ako. But a nice fuel scepter dito para ma-delay yung damage. Expert sa fact, medyo off-count din yung kanyang go ship, but ang daming binibiling oras ng Whisper. Napaka-sexy mo na ganun. Even that, like, wow! 4-5 ultimate o 5 skills yung nag-dodge dito nila siya. Nakakatakas pa yata siya. Ito yung responder. Schofield, and also the rest of the gang. Arm, parang kay Slark. Pero the Snaking with the nice Ravage. He was alive ni Whisper yun! Grabe naman talaga si Whisper. Anim yata na ultimate yung na-dodge niya. 74 seconds para kay Slark dito. But again, the damage has been done. Dalawang chain of fraction na takedown ng Infamous with just one rotation kanina na ginawa ni Slark. Ang daming oras na binili niya. Again, nag-tunnel vision yung Newbee para kay Slark. Ang daming oras na binigay. Akala ko mamamatay siya doon, but popping the BKB, and even with the Shadow Dance, nabigyan niya ng space yung Infamous to siege the middle lane and also the bottom lane. And also with Ferment, tingin ko, meron siyang rollerblade yung paa niya, tol.
May siguro kalahit ni Palos to
Ang sexy, tol. Parang palos na palos, tol. Parang Lupin the Third yung ganapan, tol.
Pero
ang hirap ulihin.
Pero eto na nga, etong Newbee, nag-aabang sila for that Roshan, pero malayo pa. May dito na. Naku, si Hector dito, this might be bad. Pero pwede nga respondihan dito ng Infamous to. Hector, mapapap lang yung kanyang reincarnation.
Pero
there goes her stun. Pero Earth Split, pero yun na nga, the BKB will be popped, and I think this is too deep for Yawar. They need to go back.
Pati nag-hinihintay lang taga ng Infamous na bumaba dito si Yawar. At least ma-isolate nila yung position ni Yawar. And also a deny! Parang kay Scope. Talagang hindi binibigyan ng gold ng Infamous ang Newbee, mga kaibigan. 21k net worth lead, ladies and gentlemen. 20-22. Pero ang advantage nasa side ng Infamous, mga kultisan. Napakaganda
Nako,
ng silence.
na-silence.
And-
Na-silence na nga itong si Invoker. Pero papasok itong si Schofield. Pero hindi pa rin tatamaan. Dito sa strike on the other hand. Kumakanana itong si Chris lang sa may skillet. And that's 2 down for the side of Newbee. Make it 3. Apat pa
Uy,
ba?
hindi
The
ka
back
mag-TP.
hit.
Wow.
Na-store mo yung TP niya. Indiawar is now running for his tournament life. Will he be safe dito? But he can't run. You can't hide, Parigoy. Apat ang patay. And etong si Kungka will be the sole defender, or actually isasama mo na etong si Life Stealer. Pero
Bye,
ito,
Max, dun, ah.
naglalakad na ang Infamous towards that next round ng lower bracket. Tatagain nila or sisirain nila itong Tier 3 tower dito sa may top lane. Mega Queens right now, this might be the last hurrah para sa side ng Newbee.
At tutunog na nga ang kampana ng Infamous, mga kaibigan. Isang barak na lang hinihintay nila. Ghost Ship plus the expert na spot. The damage is not enough. Ito na nga, si Slark mo, iniisay niya sa likod. Siya magiging target. The slow, the stun from Schofield. The Ice Blast will also connect. And that's another takedown para sa side ng Infamous. Nagsisigawan na ang background natin, mga kaibigan. Sa mga pinsa sa China, GG well played. GG will be called. At